And I'm live again. Hi everyone, Viola here. Thank you for joining me. I'm coming to you live as part of the Live Every Day for December challenge that I'm doing with a couple of my friends. And today I just wanted to quickly pop in. It's a late one. I don't have scheduled times for the times I'm coming live every day because it kind of just depends on what happens with my day. And today I had an awesome day. I went up a walk up a mountain. I don't really know where, but somewhere in Wellington region, and walked right into a cloud, which was quite cool because there was really low cloud, or it might have been fog, but I said it was a cloud. And then went to yoga, had dinner, I don't know, did a few other things. It was wonderful anyway. And it got me thinking. I actually got the idea of what I wanted to talk about on the live video much earlier today, but I haven't had the chance to pop on till now. And so really what I was thinking about is dreaming and goals, because one of the things that I so love about children, and one of the reasons why I love working with children, is because they just like have no fear or expectation as to what they think they can achieve. So, you know, it's a classic story. We've all kind of heard of them, where we talk to a kid and they say they they want to be an astronaut when they grow up, or they want to be a fire truck, or they want to be I don't know, anything. It's just, you know, they just like don't really limit themselves. They don't necessarily think about what the job will give them or anything like that. They think about something fun that they want to do, or something that they think would be really awesome. And I love that quality in kids, and I think we can learn a lot from kids. I honestly truly do, because I believe that they're more in their true self, they're more connected with their higher self than we are as adults, because as we age we tend to let it's just kind of like through the system we go, our higher self and our sort of intuition kind of gets squanched out of us a little bit more, and we tend to follow the pressures of society, or our ego, or whatever you want to call it, those aspects a little bit more than what's really truly in our heart. An example of this is, once you ask that same child, once they leave school, what they want to be, chances are they've completely changed what they want to be, on the account of whether they'll get a job in that area, whether you can make good money in that area, because, the people in their life have influenced them to think that way. I'm so shaky, sorry. I really need to start choosing locations where I can put my phone down. And so then they decide to go to uni, or maybe not, but they might decide to go to uni or college or whatever it might be, to study something where they feel like they're going to get a good job out of. And then if someone asks them what their dream is, they stumble. And the reason I know this is because working with people and their dreams and their goals is literally something I do on a daily basis, and those are the kinds of questions I ask people. And it is few and far between to come across someone who straight away knows what their purpose is, what their mission is, what their dream is in the bottom of their heart. And the saddest thing about it all is that people actually convince themselves that this is what they're truly happy with. So I'm going back to that video that I watched the other day with Mel Robbins. I said Meg Robbins in the last video, it's actually Mel Robbins, and I posted the video, How to Stop Screwing Yourself. And she talks about that as well, it's that fine syndrome. It's that people are just settling for average. And it's not even that, and obviously there's plenty to be grateful for. We live in an abundant society anyway, like there's so much to be grateful for, but we live in such an abundant, oh, hello moth. Windows are open. Moths are coming in. It's alright, I don't mind. We live in such an abundant society that we already have so much to be grateful for, and I'm not saying we shouldn't be. We absolutely should be. That's really the start of having more, is being grateful for what we already have. But because we do live in such an abundant world, we can actually achieve whatever the heck we want to achieve. There's no limit. If we want to, I don't know about being a fire truck, but I'm sure somebody could figure out some way of being a fire truck if they wanted to be a fire truck. But if your dream is to spend every day like free of a schedule, to create your day every single day, if your dream is to go traveling the world helping people, if your dream is to travel the world just to see the world, if your dream is to build furniture or to, anything, regardless of what your dream is, in today's world, you can achieve it. Okay? So really my challenge that I'm getting to is that, firstly, when we're in front of other people, it's obviously scary to say what's truly in our heart because of the opinions that they might have that then squishes our dream and makes us feel crappy. But to yourself, I really firstly challenge you to stop convincing yourself that you're happy with something that's not 100% fulfilling you right now, because every person on earth should be living a life that 100% fulfills them. Okay, so that's the first challenge. To yourself, start opening up that heart, explore your mind, let it open up to any possibility, and think, what would you do if you could absolutely do anything? If you knew you could not fail, what would you do? If time and money weren't a concern, your work or anything like that wasn't a concern, what would you be doing with your time? What do you most enjoy in this world? If you could give in any way, what would it be, So start to think about those kind of things. What are your favorite activities? What do you feel happiest doing? Start to ask yourself these kinds of questions, and if you're not 100% sure, maybe explore a little bit. Think about it. Again, going back to our childhood says a lot about us, and we might not want to be those same things that we were as a kid, but guaranteed when you were a kid, you were doing things that, the Michaelas are online. Hi, Michaela Lloyd and Michaela Crichton. When we were kids, we were most likely doing things that we really loved and we enjoyed, or we would at least daydream about things. So firstly, start with yourself, start to open up in your mind, and start to think about, what is it that you truly want to achieve that you currently don't have in your life, and make an internal commitment that in, moving forward to this new year is a perfect time to commit to doing that. And then what I recommend is to tell someone. I would definitely say, there's that moth again, hi. I would definitely say be, not wary, but, choose who you tell carefully, because remember, you definitely want to be telling people that are excited about goals. Like, even if it's me, I love big goals. Trust me, no judgment ever, regardless of how big your goal is. I'm just going to be cheering you on like nobody's business. And, and then maybe think about, what's one step you can take moving into 2017, where you, my husband's sneaking past.
My phone's gonna die.
I get distracted far too easily. What's one thing you can do moving into the new year that can get you closer to that goal? If for example, if you love painting, I don't know why this came to mind, but if you love painting and painting is just something that makes your soul light up, and currently you might be maybe painting a little bit as a hobby, or you might be not painting at all, or whatever, maybe look for classes that you can take. Maybe look online for other painter friends in your local area that you can make a commitment with to meet up and paint with. Maybe buy some paints. Maybe book in your schedule every weekend between 3 to 5 as your painting time. Think about, brainstorm some ideas of what you can do to start doing more of what you love in life, because your soul will just light up so much. You will feel so amazing if you are doing something actively that, working towards what really, really, really lights you up in your heart. And then, and in the future you can work towards having painting being your career. How can you make that happen? Totally possible. Like I said, we live in an abundant society. So first, don't lie to yourself. Don't convince yourself you're happy with doing something where you're not 100% fulfilled. Start to daydream again. We need more people dreaming in this world, because when people follow that heart desire, you are given that for a reason. You're on this earth for a reason. Start pursuing that, and you will thank yourself. The people of this world will thank you. And then trust in people who are on a similar path than you and also love dreaming big. See how big you can go. And I heard a quote once, and I think it's just perfect to what I'm talking about. But set goals so big that you feel uncomfortable telling small-minded people. you know, and hopefully through you lighting up and choosing to go after your massive goals, it will slowly start to open up the minds of those people who can't really see those goals at this stage. That's all from me tonight. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me online. Big kisses, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.